You want to know a secret? I guess it's not that much of a secret if you have been watching my videos lately of the house tours. For the first time since 2022-ish, we are getting a lot more inventory in Roatan, Honduras, but I'm also seeing a lot of price reductions. Now, I'm not saying all houses are being price reduced. However, I am seeing more price reductions on certain houses than we have in the past. Now, if the house has everything that you want in the ideal location, it fits all the check boxes, yeah, you're probably going to be paying market value for that. However, if you're willing to be a little bit more flexible on some things, some areas, some aspects of that house, I'm starting to see not quite fire sales like we had seen prior to 2020, but I am starting to see more movement and more negotiation power than I've seen in quite some time. Sorry, sellers, I'm not talking about all sellers and I'm not talking about all houses. And there's always usually a quirk to one of these houses, and like sometimes quirks are cool. Like if I was in the market for a house, there's probably 3 that I would put offers on right now and an investment property that I would like. That's just not on my cards. I have showed videos of 3 of them, not all of them. So if you do watch the videos, and I will tell you the best deal, and I will tell you if it's a good deal, but we're starting to see good deals again. So if you are flexible, open, or contact me if you want to see the best deals that I think that we have on the island. I think we have about 10 properties right now that are significantly, when I say significantly, underpriced. They have to go. They need to be sold now. Roatan, our market, it's not a matter of if it will sell, it is when and how much. Just like any market, but we do have a longer sales cycle instead of 30, well, and just using statistics from Boulder, Colorado, while prior years between 2020 and 2023, average day on market was less than 30 days between it hitting the market and closing. The list price, I believe it was 103%. That's just the stat. Here, and now in Boulder, we're having 10% on average reduction, if not more. There's always a thing about appropriately pricing, so those stats can always be a little bit off. But we're looking at 67 days on market, and we have more inventory than we've had in 10 years. So in that's a big market. I use that as an example for Roatan, Honduras, because we are a micro environment. We just don't have big stats that actually mean anything, because a single number will throw all the stats off and nothing's just statistically significant anyway. So I digress. So we're starting to get longer, well, things are moving, but we do have an average sales cycle of 12 to 24 to 36 months, depending on your price range. Anything over $500,000, I'd say expect it to be 2 years. If it's a lot and not like West End or West Bay appropriately priced under $500,000, it's probably going to take over 12 months, 24 if you're over $1 million. So we do have a longer sales cycle historically, so we have that all the time, but we're starting to see some houses that will cost, typically it costs more to build a house than to just buy a house, just buy land. And then to build, sometimes there are exceptions to that rule. And so, well, if you want to mention your success in the comments, that would be great. But I'm seeing a lot of houses where there's a beautiful house in a neighborhood down the street. I love this house. It's 2 bedroom, 3 bath, 3 little pods. Like it's beautiful, nice infinity pool, great breezes. You have a nice ocean view. I love this house. Originally on the market for, I believe, $899. It's on over an acre of land, so you're never going to have to see your neighbors if you don't want to. The cost to build, I would anticipate, it was probably $150 a square foot, if I'm guessing, which is a complete guess. You're looking at, I don't know, $600,000 to build, probably $200,000 for the property, maybe $500,000 to build. So you're looking at $700,000 right now. Right now, I bet you can get that house for $400,000. I think that's a great deal. That's also why you need to call like a competent agent that I go to I go to every single house that I can get into. I'm in dozens of houses every single month. Most of the house, maybe not most of the house, I've been in a heck of a lot of houses, maybe not this go round, but at some point in their life, like that house's lifespan, I've probably been in it, or I've probably been around it. I've probably seen it. I've probably watched the roof, or seen the maintenance, or seen a tree, and when I say a tree, I mean a tree, over near that house. So it really matters who you work with. But back to deals, we are starting to have deals. I think that's a great deal. I'm trying to sell this house. I have buyers that come in, I'm like, this is a great deal. I don't know, but you have to be, well, the key to success here is being a little bit flexible. But hey, if you have the money and you don't care, that's great. If I didn't already have a house, I'd be like, I want this one. I want this one. This is my favorite one. There was an amazing investment property available in West Bay, and it was on the market for over 6 months. I showed it 3 times to 3 different people. They're like, show me a good investment. I'm like, this is a legit good. I said, it's not, and these aren't fake numbers. It's just, anyway, I digress. We are having deals now, and if you call a competent agent in here, which that's a lot of words right there, a lot of heavy weighted words, I should say. There's a woodpecker that's having a good time right there. So we're starting to have deals in Roatan. Call me if you wanted deals. Now these deals are not, well, actually we have had some price reductions from $300 to $250. I actually really like the house that's on the market now for $249. But if you are in that $400,000 to $700,000 price range, you're hitting a nice sweet spot where there are, I'd say there's 10 really, really nice, great deals where it probably wouldn't, you're not getting 50 cents on the dollar, but you're probably getting 60, 65 cents on the dollar, which in my mind, that's a steal. That's a great day. 45% off, 35% off. I will take it. I actually did that. Well, I did 60% off earlier today on clothing, but anyway, I digress. So if you ever have any questions, my door is always open. The secret that we are starting to have some deals, not all houses are deals, but we're starting to have them.